Well, good Monday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great Monday, if that is in fact possible, without there being Monday Night Football. So I have been out of it. I have done a lot of videos, of course, in the last week, but haven't really had a chance to really get to know the players. I've gone through and I've said, hey, the Cowboys have signed this guy. Cowboys made a trade for this guy. Cowboys re-signed this guy, and so on, but haven't really had a chance to go through and look and evaluate the players that we have signed. Now, yesterday, we didn't sign anybody. So far today, we haven't signed anybody. The Cowboys may be just kind of catching their breath, beginning to do pro days and things and getting ready for their rookies' visits because we're a little over a month away from the draft. It's hard to believe, but everything is coming really, really quick. But I'm going through here and looking where the Cowboys made the trade for Kenneth Murray, and I'm kind of like, we got that guy? Now, Kenneth Murray, I'm sitting here. let me pull up the stats here real quick. I'm sitting here going through the stats and things and looking at him. You know, former first-round pick linebacker. Okay, I like that. Who his rookie year as a right side linebacker had 107 tackles. Okay, that's pretty good for a rookie. 5 tackles for loss, 1 sack. His second year with the Chargers only had 11 games. Don't think he was a full-time starter. You know, that kind of left you a little bit to be desired. But you know, I don't know what happened that year. Third year, 76 tackles, 50 solos. That's not bad. 1 sack. In his last year with the Chargers, 107 tackles combined, 79 solos, which is a lot of solo tackles, and 28 as a linebacker. Okay. This past year at Tennessee, I believe he was the defensive captain. Played 14 games, had 95 tackles combined, 57 solos, along with 3.5 sacks. But I have to tell you, what really just made me smile as I was going through, this is Pro Football Reference. I like using their stats. I think it's, you know, it's great. It's consistent when you use the same one and things. He had 5 quarterback hits on top of this. But when I was going down through here where they were coming up with comparables, Demario Davis. Khalil Mack. That would be interesting if he was comparable to Demario Davis. Demario Davis, somebody who I've always wanted to be on the Cowboys. Has about 5 or 6 sacks a season, about 120 tackles, and is the heart and soul of the defense. If I'm looking back at what the Cowboys had last year, their leading tackler was Eric Kendricks, 138 tackles, 71 solos, monster season actually, and 3 sacks. The next closest was DeMarvion Overshown, who played in 13 games, had 90 tackles, 56 solos, and 8 tackles for a loss. We're looking here at the numbers. Kenneth Murray had 1 more game than he did, 5 more tackles, but the numbers are pretty much about identical. They both had, he had 57 solos, Overshown had 56. This might be a monster move because what stands out more than anything else to me, with the Cowboys, we've had really good linebackers, but we've had an injury history that's gone along with them. So when I talk about Sean Lee was a great linebacker. It's just his knees weren't there with him. Jalen Smith had the mind, the mentality, just didn't have the foot, had the drop foot. And now Overshown being hurt the second time in 2 years with the knee, you know, you look at that and say, this guy's incredible and can play, but he's got to be able to stay on the field. What you can say about Kenneth Murray right now is he doesn't miss games. He's healthy. He's young. He was a defensive captain. He's got experience. This alone, now I still would like to bring back Eric Kendricks, and maybe the Cowboys do. But this move right here helps, along with Dante Fowler, to say we may be better suited to stop the run right now, having a guy like this added to the roster. And we've got actually our first taste of him on an interview. Let's listen to what he has to say coming into the Cowboys.
Hello, Cowboys Nation. Welcome here. We are joined by Nicole Hutchison, also the team reporter, and we are joined by Kenneth Murry, who just agreed to terms with the Dallas Cowboys. And, I mean, just hearing the news about you being here and now a Dallas Cowboy, how does it feel?
It's definitely great. I grew up obviously watching the Cowboys. It's a great place, great organization. And so, yeah, I'm excited to be here. I love being able to have that star on my helmet, so I'm ready to go to work.
Ready to go to work, and you had some production in 2024 with the Titans. You talk about 95 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and interception. Very active for that Titans defense. How do you look to build off of that in Dallas?
I just come to wreak havoc. Come bring my play style, play downhill, fly around to the ball, and just wreak havoc. I think when I'm doing that, it's very special. So I'm just trying to come in and just be around a bunch of guys that want to win and just win some games.
I like what you said about wreak havoc to the ball. That's something that Matt Eberflus, in a defense for Matt Eberflus, he wants to do in that defensive scheme. So what excites you about being a part of such a high-flying defense, physical defense here in Dallas?
Well, I mean, football is physical, and playing defense, you have to have that mentality. Physicality is something that's extremely important in this game, and so I think for us it's going to be, definitely a staple of what we're about. And so, talking to the DC, talking to the, LB coach, everybody around, it's definitely been exciting seeing, what we're going to be able to do, what we're going to be able to put on the field. And so, yeah, I'm just excited to get to work and just go from there.
How do you feel like your role can evolve here in Dallas?
I'm looking to be the dude, the guy in the middle, running everything.
Looking to be the dude.
And just doing what I do best. I feel like that's when I'm at my best, when I'm in the middle of everything, running the show, and just flying around making plays.
The guy in the middle, you also had someone that you played played with, Eric Kendricks, who was the team's leading tackler in 2024 here. Not here anymore, but just talking about what you kind of drew from him, from learning and playing alongside of him. What can you take from that and bring it here in Dallas?
EK, man, he's a big vet. Been in the league over a decade. I played with him for a season, learned a lot from him about, the ins and outs of the game, just how to, be a pro, little intricacies that you only get from guys that have been around for a long time. So, yeah, man, he's a hell of a dude, one of my best friends, actually, if I'm being honest. And so, yeah, man, I'm just so excited to be here. For one, and yeah, let's get this thing rolling.
You are going to be surrounded by some other dogs as well. DeMarvion Overshone, Damone Clark, who didn't really see the field much in 2024, but looking to unleash in 2025. Maris Leofau, who was a rookie last year. What stands out about those young guys?
Oh man, we got some dudes that can go. I seen Demo this morning. We're able to connect with him, and so man, we just looking to get this thing rolling, and just get to flying around to the ball and wreaking havoc.
Looking forward for you guys all to be wreaking havoc under that Matt Eberflus defense. Thank you so much, and looking forward to cover you.
Absolutely.
Love that. Love that. This may be one of those underrated moves that we end up having. Most people will poo-poo, late round trades, but the Cowboys have actually had a lot of success because I believe it was either a 6th or a 7th round that we traded for Robert Quinn. And Robert Quinn came in and had like 11.5 or 12.5 sacks for us, went to Chicago, got us, I think, a 4th round compensatory pick. And if Kenneth Murray is anything like this, I mean, you can think about Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks. Those have been some of the best trades the Cowboys have done with late round picks. If he can come in here and just put the production that he's been putting out so far in his career the last couple of years, the Cowboys could be in a great shape. And you have to give the Cowboys credit on making a move like this with a late round pick. You've got to love it. All right, good people, as always, we will see you guys later. We'll be live streaming tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. I hope to see you guys there. And I got to get out of here. I really got to get out of here. Peace.
It's sad anymore. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Down, get him,
Just please let me grab this.
Okay.
Calm down now. Get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down.